Hey everyone, Delphi Trading Group here with our first weekly market report of 2026. So again, hope you guys had a great new year and are starting off the year doing well trading. And again, we are here every week here on YouTube. We put out our weekly market reports. Last year we were over 95% with our forecasts on the indexes. So just an amazing year overall last year. So let's get to it. Let's get to, we are here on Thinkorswim. This is the SPY, and you can see here we leave our targets up in white. If the targets do not hit, we leave them in like an orange color. And you can see here, going back to October on the screen, all our targets have hit. All right, so what does that mean now? Well, markets are clearly in a buy the dip mode. Okay, we had a scary, if you were long or a bull, we had a scary point here where we closed well under the 50-day moving average. That's what this red line is, and it looked like we were going to head lower, but markets recovered as they have for a while now. You can see here the dips are being bought at the averages. Okay, so if you are taking short positions, like we have recently, you cannot be greedy. Take the profits when they come if you're in like put positions or short positions, because those declines or drops may not last long, okay, until we see a kind of violation like a repeat here. We are in a buy the dip mode. So it doesn't mean that the markets won't go down during this time. So we have kind of a red bearish hammer here on higher volume. Our CCI, our favorite indicator, is pivoting lower, and the stochastic down here is well overbought. Okay, so for these reasons, we are going to forecast a move lower towards the 20-day moving average, which is this turquoise color. Okay, and we will probably have some support here. If I just duplicate this green dotted line and go kind of to this high here, okay, you can see it was resistance, broken, now will be support. So that's kind of where we're going to draw our line down towards this way, okay? I mean, it doesn't, maybe we go back down to the lows here, maybe we go down here, but we think we could take a short breather here, okay? I'll get to the IWM in a minute, which looks like the most ready. And again, the Qs here is at resistance now, and there is an open gap here. This open gap is at 629.85, okay? So we feel like we can pull back. That is a spinning top, again, on higher volume. We had a surge at the end of the day. We came up a couple points in literally like 20 minutes. At the end of the day, we got a end of the day rally. But yes, we think we're going to move lower. We're either going to move lower from here or when gap fills. Now, if you know about gap 3, which is what we teach here, we have plenty of educational courses here at Delphi. 80% of the time when gaps fill, the stock, or in this case the index, could reverse, okay? So watch for this gap. If it does fill, that could lead to some bearish candles up here, maybe a pivot and we head lower. But either way, we think we're going to head lower towards that 20-day moving average, okay? So just watch this level here and watch this open gap, okay? But again, I would expect the dips to be bought until, again, we violate some things, okay? IWM has just been going straight up, okay? There is a thing, a seasonality trend, which happens at the end of every year where, the big funds, they sell off their big profits, like in tech, or, it could be in some other big names that they have some big winners in, and they roll those profits into the small caps. And this is very evident what is going on now here in January. Okay, we can see that the IWM was violating the 50-day moving average. This was not looking good. But because of the seasonality, end of year, beginning of January, you can more or less, mark this up to funds allocating money to the small caps. But one thing I want to point out here, if we look below, again, to our favorite indicator, the CCI. CCI is almost off the map, overbought. Okay. Last time it was this high, you can see here, okay, we were here, and we were kind of there, but here as well, we were, again, it looks like it was off the map. Okay. If we look above, those times, we had some decent reversals in the IWM. So for that reason, I think it's going to play out again. Okay, now there could be some support here. I will do the same thing that I did on the SPY. I will duplicate this. I'll bring this up. So there could be some support at this level. So I am going down, or, we could be heading down to the 20-day moving average. But either way, I think we're going to be taking a breather here. And for now, I'm just going to go down to this level here, around 258 on IWM, okay? This forecast is contingent on a pivot, okay? So once we get a pivot here, we already have some hedge positions on the indexes in the community, and I posted today for the members that if we do get a pivot on the IWM, I may be doubling up on some puts here. So again, a pivot could come tomorrow. It could come at the end of the week. But when we do get that pivot, I do think we're going to come back down to at least test this green dotted line, if not the 20-day moving average on the IWM. Okay, and now we haven't put out a bonus play in a while, so let's look at Darden Restaurants. Okay, so Darden is looking bearish right now. Okay, I'm going to go here, kind of show you what we do here. I'm going to look for some resistance up here, which I'm going to say is around right here. We can see there's been resistance here. And we are, lo and behold, right, I drew that line from that top, and wouldn't you know it, we hit that, Darden hit that almost to the penny. Okay, you can see that. I did not line up this wick on this bearish shooting star. It just fell right there. We are also, Darden's also over the top Bollinger Band. Okay, you can see back here when it gets over the top Bollinger Band, it tends to snap back. Okay, we can see that, here it snapped back. Here was well over and it snapped back. So I do think Darden is gonna start to head lower. Again, this will be contingent on a pivot. We have a shooting star. If we get a pivot tomorrow, then I would say we're going to come back down kind of on Darden, probably right down to this maybe top here. It will probably meet the 20-day moving average. But again, if we look below what's going on, we had a volume drop up here. CCI has been going lower. Okay, that's a very big tell, a very bearish divergence. And look at the stochastic, again, way off the map. And again, look where the stochastic was here. And we got a pullback in Darden DRI. So that's the bonus play. And we shall see how our other forecasts go to start off 2026. Again, please like, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We put all our stuff here. We do some amazing work, amazing analysis that no one else does. Again, we are over 90-95% accurate on our index forecast. There's no one else out there that is doing that. So that's it from us. Good luck trading, and please check back with us again next week. Take care.